What's up, everybody? We are going live. Oh, we're going to be talking about stocks. We're going to be talking about more. We're going to be talking about what I bought today. I just posted a video 2 seconds ago, so hopefully that little ring is going around and all the other people are going to see it and hop on the live. We expect to have 100 plus here at the close of the bell. We're going to go over a bunch of different stocks, and I can talk about some of the stock picks I got today. Excited about the inflation report. We can look at that. Make sure as you're coming in, you're saying hello, what city you're from, what country you're from, meeting people from all over the world, which is amazing. Market's looking pretty minty today. We're up almost 300 points for the Dow, which is pretty strong. S&P's up about 0.5%. That's looking good. Hey, from London, what's up, London? That's what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Opendoor, shall I enter? That's on you. That's going to be on you. The NASDAQ up 1/3%. Russell 2000. The Russell 2K has been, guys, I don't know if you're into the smaller size stocks, but the Russell 2K has been ripping a little bit. I can tell you a little bit about, I need to make a video on that. I don't think I've made a dedicated video on AVUV. That is a small cap ETF, and it's been printing a little bit lately. Let me check and see where we're at with AVUV. That one is up at $100, and over the last month, maybe not as much as I thought. Over the last 6 months, up about 13%, which is pretty strong for an ETF. You know, ETFs aren't going to be moving like it's NVIDIA and other kind of stuff. So let's be a little bit realistic. Hold on, it's telling me to pin this thing. It's asking, what stock did you buy? That's a good question there. Okay, we're going to get to what stock I bought today. I usually only buy one stock on Friday. I usually only buy one, but I was feeling a little extra minty today, and I said, we need to go in with two stocks. And the reason being is, one was a current holding, and the other was something new. And I got the idea of the new one from where? What's up from Denmark? That's awesome. The new I got from yesterday's live yesterday. I was doing some research on it. I said, I'm not 100% sure about this one, but I don't mind it. That's going to be pretty interesting. We'll be talking about that. I haven't even had a chance to look at anything today. I've been working on TikTok shop stuff for the business here. Opendoor is down slightly, a little bit of profit taking. I'm down slightly. I'm back in at 9. I wish I got in a day early, but I didn't have the feeling. I told you we have the feeling, and that's how I get into my certain stocks sometimes is I have a feeling. If I grab my pen right now and I said, I have a feeling there's only 14 people in the room, but I guarantee there's about 5 that don't follow me yet. Let's go ahead and hit that follow button so we can go over some more of these stocks. Let's see. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Hi from Denmark. I always enjoy the weekends. The weekends for me are, the same as every day. By the way, I realized I'm wearing a white shirt, which is conducive for seeing comments that are in white. I wish I had a dark mode, or tell you what would be a cool TikTok feature. If this text here in white, if you could change the color of that. I don't know if you could do that, but that would be pretty sick because then it would be easier to see the comments and other kind of stuff. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. It is what it is. We're going to keep rolling along with the live. So Opendoor is down about 5%. People are like, should I hold this going into the weekend? I don't know. We will be talking about the two stocks that I purchased today as soon as our bunch of people are still coming in. We usually be rolling around the 100 number up here, pretty solid. And then everyone's like, broski, you got 100, you're rolling 100 and you got to go. I'm like, look, I got to go. I got to get back to work. We're going to make money over here. I make an average of anywhere between 2 to 10 cents per live, but I don't do it for the money. I do it to connect with people here and get new investing ideas. Speaking of investing ideas, I did create a new watch list based on, it's like a live ticker watch list that we can keep adding to. You guys, with this RR, Rich Tech, let's go over Rich Tech, okay? If ticker RR, we're talking about ticker RR here, that means ticker RR, okay? You guys absolutely love this stock. Get it, it's an exciting industry. But here's my problem, okay? And if you own the stock, don't hate me. I'm being honest. You ask this, that, the other. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to talk about Rich Tech reports. It has a market cap of $650 million, okay? $650 million. Now let's go into some of the financials. Let's see here. Market cap, 652 million. And I'm trying to find some of their finances here. Go to the financials, okay? Cash flow, quarterly cash flow. So this is my issue with RR. And it could explode, okay? It could explode in a year, but this is the problem. Revenue last quarter was $1.18 million. I sold more than Rich Tech Robotics at my little company, okay, in the last quarter. 1.17 the quarter before. 1.26, that's a little downward trend. September 2024, okay, and revenue is, guys, it's like, I don't want to say it's nothing, but this is nothing. Like this company's revenue, I'm not even talking profits. I'm talking revenue of RR is $4 million. And somehow the market cap is 625 million. Now, like I said, in the future, this thing could blow up. There's a lot of opportunities here, but what about their part? Until we see some revenue, I don't know. That's rich for me. I haven't dug in so deep on RR. My quick analysis for me personally. You do you, I'm going to do me. But if a company is only making like $4 million in revenue, like that is a blink of an eye for most companies. I'm just being honest. Why Open is not going up today? Because it can't go up every day. Guys, there's a lot of people in Opendoor 50 cents. So it's going to, it might be down a little bit. It's down 38 cents, not too big. I just keep learning more and more every day from trading. And that's the key. So this is a very important comment. I learn more and more every day from trading. You're going to continue to learn. The mortgage rates here, they actually started inching back up. After the Fed rate cut, they did go down a little bit, and then they popped up. We had a big little refinancing boom for a few days. Everyone's refi. They're locking the rates. They're getting their lower rates, but then it, I think, trickled up. Now, some good news is the inflation data came out today, and the good news with the inflation day is that it was about what they expected, which I'm actually surprised. I don't know, for my friends here in the US, I know I have people from all over the world in here. Everything is so expensive. I don't even know how. I was just watching an interview talking about restaurants and how the tariffs and other stuff is driving up food prices. It's been insane to go out to eat. I took my girlfriend out to eat lunch, small basic seafood fried rice, a basic restaurant. She had a sushi roll and a couple pieces of sushi. A Diet Coke for her and unsweet tea for me. I'm out the door with a tip at $70 bucks. This thing was like 5 years ago. That would have been $30, I swear. 30, maybe $40. I don't even get it anymore. Let's see. Let me get back to some of the comments. Let me see. Who is that just followed me? Sanjeev, thank you so much. Guys, I think you should follow suit of Sanjeev right here. Hit the follow button so I can thank you later here in the comments. Let's see. Does SoFi is good to invest? Okay, so I'm revealing the stocks I bought today. SoFi is one of the 2 stocks I bought today. I got in just under $28. I saw it under 28 and I said I was trying to get back in at 20. I might never see 20 again unless we have some stock market crash here in the next couple of weeks. I don't know. It's crazy. Let's see. Can we touch back on that? We'll go back to 10. I don't have my crystal ball here. I left my crystal ball at home. By the way, I did do a video. They were asking about the crystal ball because they know I talk about it. And I did do a video for them, but I forgot their name. I would have mentioned them in my video. I did a crystal ball video. Let's see. Can we touch back on that? Out of place. Which one was that? Sorry, I missed your comment here. What are your thoughts on Astra Labs, ticker ALAB? That's a good question. Anyway, so one of the stocks, I got in SoFi, under 28, 100 shares. I'm happy with that. My goal for the year, just so you guys know if you've been following, my goal is to get to 1,000 shares of SoFi by the end of the year. I'm now at 650. The first 550, I was under $7 a share. So now I'm buying it at 4x, 400% increase. I couldn't find your video. You were talking about energy stocks. It's in there. It's in my profile. If you want to see the energy stocks, make sure you give a follow. Asteria Lab, 32 bill, PE ratio. PE ratio is a little rich. Let's see on April, NVIDIA partnership fears. Why is it going down so much? The last 5 days, we're down almost 20%. But let's see the 1 year. I'll probably tell you why. It's up 260%. Every stock that we're looking at, guys, when I'm doing these lives, I'm just blown away. If you invested a year ago in you could have just thrown money in the air, and then when it came back down, it doubled. This is crazy. At some point, people are going to be taking profits. What happened to Resolve AI? So RSL, I haven't even looked at it today. RZLV, dang, 10%. What the hell did you guys do to RZLV? Let's see. They did close a $200 million financing deal. So if a stock like this is down 10%, for me, I feel like a lot of stocks in the AI sector are getting beat up right now. And there's a lot of people taking profits. I mean, I'm initially in RSLV under $3 a share. So that's like within 2 months. If I can make 100% on my trades in 2 months, I'm talking like you'd be the greatest investor of all time. Okay. So it is what it is. Taxes on TikTok, monetary cash. Can you see AMPX? Is Misty a good ETF? I do not buy the yield max. I did a series here with ULTY and it didn't work out well. I had the stock, I had the dividends, which was paid weekly, reinvest to buy more shares. And I still was just under what I purchased. The problem is all those dividends I'm making, I'm paying taxes on that. Top tax rate. So I'm going to be getting killed on taxes and all this. So it's cool. It looks like your passive income's going up, but at the end of the day, you're paying taxes on half of it and you're getting screwed here. Jimbo, by the way, is in the building. Jimbo, your minty hat. Guys, Jimbo's in the building right here. Jimbo, your minty hat just shipped yesterday. You will be having that in a few days. And I think I'm giving out another minty hat. Someone I told him to send me a message. We're looking at ticker AMPX. Amprius Technologies. It's a $1.37 billion company, good size. It is down a little bit in the not too bad. Here we go again. How much is this stock up? Guys, you ready for this? AMPX in the last year, how much is it up? 1,000%. Once again, you're throwing money in the air. When it comes down, it 10x'd. It's getting absolutely crazy. This was a 92-cent stock. Now it's at 11. So if anybody's wondering why this thing went down, it's probably because a lot of people are for 10x. If you put 100 grand in this thing, you'd be got a milli. You know, this is like Tesla back in the day. Oh my God. Let me check some of these comments. Jimbo, you got it, buddy. Jimbo actually recommended a stock yesterday in my video that I posted yesterday. You can check it. That's Jimbo right there. And that stock's up 40%. Good job with that call too, but I didn't buy it yesterday. Jesus, that would have been pretty sweet. I would have taken my 40%. It could have went up another 100. I would have been like, I'm up 40%, made a couple G's. I'm out the door. I'm going to have a great weekend. I'm going to book that flight to Vietnam or Thailand or someone with a girlfriend. We can go chill. Paid for. Jimbo. That would have been Jimbo. Let's see. What other comments? What other stocks? I haven't even talked about the other stock that I bought today. Let's see here. So I bought SoFi, and if you're coming in late, I'm going to be quiet for a second. I'm going to allow you to go ahead and hit the follow button while I take a sip of my unsweet tea that they finally made to go. So let's go ahead. You can maybe share this with somebody. You can give this a little like to kind of get this going. We got 683. We're trying to get this up to 1,000 real quick. You got 72 people here. It's not like if everyone hit it like a couple times, that would be at 1,000 like that. Come on, guys. I go live every day for you guys. Give a little follow, a little like. We can get this up to 1,000. But while we're getting this up to 1,000, I am going to reveal the stocks that I bought today. And thank you, everyone that is doing that and following the thing and doing the thing. So SoFi was the first stock I bought. Now, I didn't go all in on the second one. I bought 100 shares of SoFi. And then you guys did it. You guys are literally the best. That's why I'm here. I got the follows. I got over 1,000. We're going crazy here. The second stock, I'm going to pull it up here. Ticker BORR. I bought, I think, 400 shares, just over $1,000 investment. Now you guys are showing off. I'm almost at 2,000 now. You guys are showing off. You're showing off. Everybody in here, the 70-something people, you guys are all showing off, getting me almost to 2,000 now. You got me, I got some follows. I'm in D League, D4. I'm working on it. I bought ticker BORR, BORR Drilling. This was actually, if you're on this live today and you quality content. Thank you so much. And I don't remember. The only reason why I bought this stock today is one of you guys, I don't know if you're on the live today, one of you guys recommended BORR yesterday. And I started putting it in my new TikTok live portfolio tracker. Okay, so that as we come up with ideas of stocks, I'm going to start putting it in this portfolio tracker. The reason being is I want to be able to give you guys obviously free access. I'm not trying to gatekeep any of this stuff. I want to give you guys free access to this sheet. And with each live, as I go through stocks or get some ideas of what you guys are looking at, I can continue to add it to it. So I'm either going to do a Google sheet and add it there, but what I would like to do is find a portfolio tracker that, or it's more like a stock tracker that is public so people can see it. And now I think there's, what is that one for dividends everyone uses that's public? I don't remember the name, but I was thinking about doing something like that. That way, because there is a lot of comments, that way we can keep track of this, and then hopefully we can get some good ideas, and hopefully we can all, why can't we all get rich together? What's the problem here? Everybody else is getting rich. Why can't we do it together with some good stock ideas, some good investments? There might be a few pumps in there, but it's part of the internet game. That's just part of the game. What's the ticker? BORR. I'm going to go over BORR. Drilling company, energy, 838 million market cap, so it's under $1 billion. I like the size. PE ratio, 14. Dividend yield, 2.74%. Now, they did recently cut their dividend, which I am not excited when a company cuts a dividend. But after investing for the last 30 years, actually, I bought my first mutual fund. I was messaging someone that I have this thing, you can subscribe to me or something. I don't know. Well, some guy subscribed to me. So I was, I'll start messaging. He asked about when I started investing. I bought my first mutual fund when I was 15, and that was almost 34 years ago. If I would have kept it, I didn't have to do anything. But of course, I sold it because I didn't have any sort of financial backing as a kid, or we just grew up really pretty broke, honestly. But grew up with my grandmother, lived with my grandmother, and that's kind of the story, how it goes. But BORR, they did have a bad Q1, but the rest of their stuff, they had bad Q3 of 2024. But Q2 looked pretty good. And they're really trying to pump a lot of energy in the US and doing other things. Harleen, I bought SoFi. That's Harleen. Harleen is a awesome live guest here. Harleen, I bought SoFi, and then I'm talking about ticker BORR right now. So I don't remember who recommended it. It's kind of been all over the place. It had a really good 2023, going into 23, ramping up, kind of went back down. Oil and drilling and stuff, it gets exciting and not exciting. I just like it pays a little dividend. Figure we'll just put a little bit in here. Today, let's see, what stocks did you, so we went over that. Today wasn't great for quantum stocks going down. A lot of quantum stocks, AI, people taking, my platform doesn't have BOO. Really? No, it's not BOOR, it's BORR. Sorry if I said BOOR, but it's BORR. Any good news for Opendoor? Opendoor has been pretty silent today, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Hopefully those guys are at work, okay? Instead of the last 2 years playing twiddlywinks all day. Get into VF. Looked at VFF the other day with you guys, VFF again. We're looking at VFF. That is on the watch list. Actually was looking at VFF today. It's on the TikTok live watch list that I'm building for everybody. VFF, it looks interesting. It was down a little bit today. And let's look at some of the financials of it. Let's see, financials. You know, the revenue is a lot more than everybody likes. Geez, that thing. It had a great Q2 2025. It did not have a Q1. This thing is the most hot and cold with their earnings. And it could be the estimates. Sometimes they're going to overestimate and other things. And that happens. Can someone make sure Opendoor staff is working? Look, let's send Opendoor some really strong coffee. Maybe send them some Ritalin. I don't know if that's legal, but maybe send them something. It is what it is. I actually looked at this one, VFF, to buy today. I didn't buy it as of yet, but it's still on the TikTok stock watch list. Ended up closing down 28 cents. Pretty strong, 881. I'm still down a little bit on Opendoor, but it is what it is. A lot of these, and you'll see the news for Opendoor, a lot of it, I don't want to say it's clickbait, but it's not really news. Opendoor is getting a ton of articles. Yahoo Finance. I'm looking at it right now. The Motley Fool writes about Opendoor every day because they know they're going to get clicks. Why Opendoor popped? Why Opendoor could crash? Why Opendoor is one of the top 3 stocks to buy? They're just trying to get clicks. Yahoo Finance, same thing. We got Market Watch, Yahoo Finance. They're getting so much free press still. That's really good. It's really good for Opendoor. Harleen said, I dump RR, too much hype, company is garbage. Look, I'm not saying it's garbage. I don't know. I haven't done that much research. When I saw that it was $600 something million market cap and they have, how much was it in revenue? $4 million? What is that? By the way, now's a quick time while I take another sip of my unsweet tea. Let's get some likes going and some follows. I appreciate every bit of it. Especially some follows. We got 82 on here, 84, and I guarantee you 40 or 50 of you guys don't follow me yet. I have no idea why. And that's okay. I consistently post 5 videos a day, a lot of updates. I'm updating everybody my investing journey. And that journey is all my different trades and dividends. I still have to make a video on a dividend that I received this morning. And then just stocks to watch. I get a lot of ideas from this chat here. I get tons of comments. I do reply to every single comment. There have sometimes been upwards of 300 to 400 comments in a day because all these videos are getting anywhere between 5,000 to 30,000 views now every single video. So the videos are popping a little bit. TikTok likes it. We're doing it over here as a team. Minty Mike, you got it. What's up? Thank you so much for the follows and the likes. Let's get back to some stocks. Let's throw some in the chat. So what do you think about Nike? God, I haven't looked at Nike stock in a month. Nike, obviously, iconic brand. They're in some trouble. We got tariffs hitting them hard. Their 5-year chart looks like an absolute disaster. Their 5-year chart looks like when I turned 18, had $1,000 in my pocket and started trying to date all these girls. It just went, that's what Nike's chart basically looks like. It's not looking good. They're now paying a 2% dividend at these rates, which is pretty good. What shoes are you guys buying these days? Are you buying Nikes? My biggest problem, let me show you my biggest problem with Nike. I'm going to show you right now. Let me take it off. On Cloud. I've been a Nike fan for so long. I switched over these On Clouds. Let me tell you why I love On Clouds. They're so comfortable. And I travel way too much. These are the most lightweight shoes. They weigh nothing. And I'm like, look, Nike, I might be done. I had all these fancy Nikes. I had the sneakers app. I was getting the Nike drops. I had this special Kobe Bryant, Bruce Lee's. I just sold all the stuff. I said, I don't need the stuff. I don't need anything anymore. As long as I have my clothing from Build Basics, my On Clouds, and nice suitcase, my laptop here, I don't need anything anymore. The best part about when you realize you can get a lot of stuff, then you realize you don't really need anything else, and then life is good. Hey, bro, I have this Lenner and DHL all home build stock low. You have what? Why this Lenner and DHL? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Ace. Thoughts on Oracle? Oracle has quite a run. Now, here's the thing. If this deal goes through with purchasing this platform with Oracle, I will definitely have to buy at least one share so I can say I'm part owner of TikTok. Yes. People will be like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I run a couple brands. I'm a part owner of TikTok. They don't need to know that I only have one share, but you're still a part owner. Look, technically, this is all true. Nike, I'm not sure. I used to love the stock. I used to love it. That same goes for Lululemon. If you guys have been following, Lululemon has been up a little bit today, which is good. Lululemon's down 34% for the year. It looks like a disaster. Down 44% for 5 years. Imagine holding the stock for 5 years and you're down 44%. And Lulu's a very iconic brand. That's why I say sometimes when some of these stocks are up 50% in a day, I don't mind taking the profits. They're like, bro, we could have went up 1,000%. You could have been stuck in Lululemon for 5 years and be down 44%. Okay, happy that you're making this money. I just want to ask why this home building company stock as Lenner or DHI. I'm trying to see the comment. My shirt is killing me today for seeing these comments. DHI, is that the ticker? Oh, DR Horton. Once again, iconic home builder. One of the pressures home builders are going to have is this. All the stuff is imported from overseas now, right? We're not making anything. Tariffs are hitting a lot of the raw materials for homes. which are going to drive up the prices, which are already too high, and interest rates are already too high. I don't know, but there's a home shortage, but we're trying to get rid of people. So is there still going to be a home shortage? The real estate market, to me, most of my money, honestly, is in real estate. And that's where a lot of my money is tied up. It's a tough call. Over the long run, I think with anything you do, you're okay. But real estate, you have to be very careful with. And I'll tell you why you have to be careful with real estate. You have to be careful with real estate because you only want to buy when it's a buyer's market. You only want to sell when it's a seller's market. But in between, you will often need money. And it's not liquid, okay? It's not like stocks. We can hop on a Robinhood or whatever platform you use. We can cash it out, let it clear in a day. The money is bada bing, bada boom in the bank. Real estate is not like this. So it's a whole different investing vehicle. Someone also said something in that video that's doing pretty well yesterday. Somebody said, oh, baseball cards or collectible cards, collecting cards, it does better than stocks, which some cards do better than stocks. But at the same time, I have comics. I have a bunch of comics because I've collected when I was a little kid, collected baseball cards and all that when I was a kid. But when you have to sell them, it's such a pain in the ass. I got all these comics right here. I don't have time to sell these things. Listen on eBay. You listen on eBay. It takes a long time. RR was a hot topic there, Panorama. Let's see, I collect silver. Is that a good investment? I don't get into the silver and gold. I think historically, it's not for me. Is it good for some people? I think so. But for me, it's never been something that I like to invest in. I would love a gold bar, though. If anyone wants to send me one, that's kind of cool. Oracle in a year's up almost 70%, which is pretty crazy. The PE ratio now is at 65, which honestly, I don't have a chart here for historical PE ratio of Oracle. Now, even though it's high today, I know they expect some great revenue growth. Okay, that's my thing for revenue growth. Speaking of growth, who was that just followed me? Thank you so much for the follow. Do you want me to use the pen instead? Okay, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. So the revenue growth is supposed to spike for Oracle because all the AI spending and everything else. So the PE ratio, what's going to happen is that's going to go down and be more realistic. But currently, I feel like it's a little rich, like Larry Ellison, a little too rich for my blood, unless it buys this platform and then I'll buy one share. And then everyone can buy one share. We can all get on live and be like, this is a TikTok live for owners of the platform. Yep, we have one share. And that's okay. Do you have a Discord? Absolutely not. Base check. I don't do Discord. I don't have time for it. I'm just here to connect with people. And these Discord things, I think they're just not for me. Maybe one day if I really get into it, but this platform is honestly, it's plenty enough for me. How about Dell Technologies? God, can't believe Dell's still around. Oh, I haven't looked at Dell in so long. I do love that Dell pays a dividend. They're about flat for the year. For 5 years, looking good. The last few years have been good for Dell. I think maybe they just had an upgrade. Let's see why. Dell appears as an attractive pick as it's been recently upgraded by Zacks, ranked number 2. This upgrade primarily reflects an upward trend in earnings estimates. Dell's making money. I get my $200 every 6 months credit from Amex and I buy from Dell. That's the only time I spend money with them. Do you guys remember back in the day, Dell computers? So Dell is the computer back in the day. I only buy pretty much Apples now. I had to buy a Asus laptop, which is horrible. I spent a G on it so I can go live on TikTok, and now I still use my phone because it's whatever. Dell and Oracle, board of the TikTok. I like board of the TikTok. Can you show us how you look up stocks? I'm looking at, I know a lot of the companies I invest in, I keep track of this stuff. I usually on my TV here have MSNBC, CNBC running. So I'm getting updated all the time. And I usually buy, for the most part, into companies that I know well. And then I do a quick look at financials, where the market is as a whole. Like right now, I occasionally make videos that I think the market's going to get absolutely tankola. That means go down because it's been going up for too long. I invest by feeling and then some financial information, different news. Now that I'm here on the platform, often I'm getting ideas with you guys. So I don't really have anything super technical. I'm not spending all day with these charts and everything else. I spend my day trying to make money so I can invest in the stocks. I'm not sitting here all day trying to play this chart game and everything else. It's not for me. If you do it, that's great, but it's not for me. I mean, how do you quickly look up all the company info fast? Oh, so I use Yahoo Finance or Google. I traditionally liked Yahoo Finance, but I've been switching over to Google because now that I'm building the TikTok watch list that we're going to start working on. Bro, I invested in ULTY. I get around 800. Is this good? Ace, I sold my ULTY because I'm basically going to be paying taxes on all those dividends. If you do a chart, and this depends on how long you invest in, right? I think I took my money out of ULTY. I'd probably put it in, for me, not you, QQQI I like, and then eventually I want to get next year. By the end of this year, I'll have 200 shares of QQQI. By the end of next year, I want to have my goals to have 1,000 shares, and then I want to start building up my SPYI. And that's because I'm trying to build up my passive income. But what I don't like about ULTY and a lot of the yield max funds for me is the stock price just keeps going down. It's just, you're looking at the amount and they're like, well, it's paying this much dividend. I do not care because you got to factor in all the money and everything else. Thoughts on SoFi, peanut butter jelly time. Is it? Peanut butter jelly is good. Peanut butter jelly time. Thoughts on SoFi is I bought 100 shares today, just under $28. And that's up 4x from my initial investment because I was in under $7 a share. I love SoFi. I will be buying another 350 shares of SoFi, about 10 grand by the end of the year. I've been trying to come forward to go down. Do you come on live every day? So for the most part, when I'm in Atlanta, I will be live every day. So if you don't want to miss that, that's Big Miles. Good question. Make sure you give me the follow. When I point up there, if there's a little plus sign, or maybe if you want to do it with your finger, your fingers naturally have oils on it. See? That's how you don't smudge up your screen, because I want to make sure I look crystal clear for you. I got the good lighting here for you guys. When I'm in town, I did a whole tour. I was in Orlando, couldn't go live. I was too busy traveling and stuff. It was a date, 24 hours there and back. Came home. Then we went to Phoenix, internet at the hotel. The hotel was awesome. Did someone give me some dog that waved its butt at me? You guys are sick, and I love it. Hotel, internet wasn't that good. New York, hotel, internet was okay, didn't go live. DR, my girlfriend's brother was there. He's loud, no peace and quiet. So when I travel, I try, but I'm still making my videos. I have my videos every single day. Special shout out to whoever sent me that dog thing. That was pretty awesome, whatever that thing was. I've never seen anything like that before. Instead of making 2 cents on my lives, I might make 10 cents today. So thank you. Like I said, I'm not here to make money on the lives. Just need peanut butter now. What else do we got here? What other questions? Harleen sent a row. Thank you guys for the rows. Mikhail. Mick's in the building. So if you guys see the profile Mick right there, that's my guy growing his TikTok channel. He's going to be the crypto guy. I'm trying to get him up to 1,000 followers so we can go live together and he can talk about crypto, because I do not talk about crypto. Why do I need to talk about crypto when I got friends like that? What the heck was that? Did someone just send me a super bear? Oh my God, who is this? Ace? Ace is just showing off, guys. I don't think any of us could keep up with Ace. Ace is in the building just throwing all sorts of animals and stuff at me. Upstart? Yeah, was that Ted? Upstart stock. What time is it? 4:22. Okay, we got a little bit of time left. I got to get back to business. Upstart. How are we doing, Upstart? Man, is every stock up? Retail wonders if a short squeeze is due. Insider Monkey. Let's see. I'm trying to read up. I gatekeeped content. I don't really know much about Upstart. If anyone knows about Upstart, please say if it's a buy or sell for Upstart. And let's see, fintech sector, biggest increase in short interest. Ooh, a lot of short interest and ready to rocket. Some people, traders are saying it's ready to rocket. Worst case, $55. Where is it at now? 57. Okay, I don't know what happened here. Don't know much about Upstart. But you know what I do like? Upwork. See what Upwork is. Dang, Upwork's at $19. Guys, I was going to buy Upwork a year ago for $10. Yeah, it was $10. I could have doubled my money because I use Upwork every day to hire freelancers. Dang. Mr. is good for if you want to get into Bitcoin and not own Bitcoin. So if I wanted to invest in Bitcoin, I'd probably just invest in MSTR. By the way, my friend who's big into Bitcoin told me about MSTR 2.5, 3 years ago. That thing would have been, let me do a 1 year, it's up 86, but a 5 year, he told me after the splits, it was probably $20. Now it's at 309. I could have 15x to my money. Should have listened to you, Danny. Dang. Let's see. Mikey saw some words on Strive Inc. I don't know about Strive Inc. Strive stock. Is that ticker? What ticker is Strive Inc.? I don't know what stock that is. Oh, ASST? $1 billion company. I don't really know much about it, but I do know that was a 59-cent stock 6 months ago. And over the last year, it's up 73%. And it looks like it's been tanking a little bit lately. Oh, it's another crypto stock. I don't get into these crypto stocks, guys. I like real assets. Okay. I really like some of these assets. SNDL, I like things, products, digital products. Let's see, SNDL. What is this one here? Anyone know about SNDL? Had a nice little run up over the last year, 15% over the last few months. Like everything, it seems like it's been up. Let me see what this thing does. We're checking out SNDL, guys. And let's see, any news, press releases. I don't know much about this one. What do you think of Archer Aviation? Bought the dip, 240. How about IBM? So funny, IBM's been around for like a lifetime. Oh my God. I mean, IBM's had a pretty decent year. It's kind of this. When you see this, it's like, see that? That's the hit to follow. Let's see, Rocket Labs. What is with you guys in Rocket Labs? You guys love this. I don't know who is pumping this thing all over the place. People are pumping Rocket Labs like it's nobody's business. I don't know what it is. Why does everyone love this stock so much? It's just not for me. I'm just going to tell you, I know you might not like it, but it is what it is. But I tell you what it is. JW Smith 125 just gave me a follow. So thank you very much, JW Smith. Do you follow DVLT? I don't think so. There's thousands of stocks out there. Data Vault up 30% today. Like the fact that these things are going up 30% in a day is pretty crazy, by the way. It's going to be another in the AI sector. These things are going to go up 30%. It's up 159% in a month. These are the kind of things I'm very careful of investing in these types of stocks. All those people that bought at 40 cents, 35 cents, 25 cents, they could very easily, they're like, I'm up 400%. Like, why don't I just get out? Intel, obviously Intel's been in the news. For me, Intel just hasn't done much for so long. I mean, maybe they're going to make one of the greatest comebacks in history, right? They got $5 billion invested from NVIDIA. But I feel like some of these companies that don't do much for a long time, they're cruising along and not innovating. It becomes very worrisome to me. Okay, that's how it is. Let's see, the red cup needs a big light. Do you guys know that company right there? If this company was public, I'd be buying it. If you guys don't know, Buc-ee's is the Buc-ee's gas station is literally the size of a city. You show up there, you'll see 100 pumps deep. You think you're showing up to Buc-ee's to get some gas. You are. You pull up, put in the pump, you look, hey, they got a big store inside. Let me go inside the store. What is this Buc-ee's? You walk in the store, you're looking around. What does it smell? It smells great. They have great food selection, great snacks. They got merch that looks like this, super cool. Buc-ee's, you spent $50 on gas, but you spent $100 on merch and food inside. That's what's crazy. That's Buc-ee's for you. Let's real quick look at Grab for the day. I'm trying to get Grab. Grab's at $6.11. This is definitely on the watch list. If Grab goes under into the fives, I'm definitely picking up some shares because I love that company. I'm a huge fan of the company. Guys, we're at 4:30. I've been rocking and rolling for a while. I would love to be able to stay in touch with everybody. If you could hit the follow button real quick before I run. I got to get back to work because it is Friday. I got to get some stuff done so I can get out of here. I still have another video to post about my dividends. My recent video went into the 2 stocks I bought that hopefully you guys can see. But thank you so much. I gotta run. I wish I could send the follower somewhere else, like some of those other live streamers, but I don't have that ability. But let's go ahead. Before I get out of here, I'm giving everyone a chance to follow. Please go back and watch some of my videos. Go spam the comments with what stock picks you guys are looking at. So thank you so much, guys. Great catching up with everybody. And hopefully we will be live again. Let's go live tomorrow. Maybe I'll do an early morning live, just to check in with what news. Maybe I'll have a little coffee. If you guys want to wake up early tomorrow and have some coffee, and I'm on Eastern time, might be a little too early for West Coast. Maybe we'll have some coffee together tomorrow. So make sure that you hit that follow button so we can stay in touch. And yeah, and by the way, thank you so much, because I made the D League 4. I have no idea what that means, but I'm in the top 10% of D4. I believe I was in D5. I maybe moved up. So you guys are getting me hyped up over here. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the support. Let's make some money together. Let's get minty.